Welcome back. Let's focus on a tech company. We have with us Mr. Sri Krishna Ramakarthikeyan, the CEO and Executive Director at Hexaware. Hi, sir. Good morning and good to speak to you as always. Well, the global environment is quite uncertain. And I think because of that, you haven't given us a concrete annual guidance. But in the previous year, in calendar year 24, you grew by roughly around 13.5%. What about this year? What kind of a growth estimate could you give us? Will it be better than the growth in the last calendar year?
So the fact that we've not given a guidance is a conscious choice we made at the time of listing. We said there'll be good and bad economic cycles. We will not provide a guidance. So it is not as a result of the current macroeconomic situation. So that's point one I want to clarify. Point two, on our performance, we actually gave some detailed commentary earlier today about what we expect our outlook to be. I mean, Q1 is expected to be a soft quarter, which it was. But the good thing is that we won a number of deals, which puts us in a really good spot for the remainder of the year. We said Q2 will be a good quarter, and Q3 will be a great quarter, and Q4 will also grow.
Okay, all right. But you don't want to tell us whether it'll be better than last year in terms of a growth rate?
We've chosen specifically not to give a guidance.
Let's focus on a couple of verticals then. The banking vertical. In the past quarter, you saw a revenue decline of close to around 12% on a quarter-to-quarter basis. What went on there? Was it the client-specific issue or, if you could clarify on that front?
So let me zoom out a bit. I think banking for the full year for us, for the full calendar year, will actually outgrow company average. They will do very well. You will see a sharp turnaround potentially with a double-digit Q-on-Q growth for this vertical, even in Q2. So there's a number of one-offs that led to our reduction in Q1. This was also there in Q4 last year, so it's somewhat a continuation of that. But actually, banking will do very well for us this year.
Okay, you're saying it'll outgrow the overall company growth. Just a quick word on margins. So margins were at about 17% odd in the first quarter. You've said in the past you have levers to improve margins. Could you talk to us about what we can expect for the year?
So we've said we will be in a range of 17.1 to 17.4 for this year. And we've been steadily improving our reported margins for a number of quarters, and we will get to this number. We actually have further levers for improvement from that point onwards, 100 to 150 bips. However, for the next, I'll say several quarters, our focus is to improve growth and not to improve margins. So we'll get to that 17.1 to 17.4 range and then stay there.
Sri Krishna, I just want to go back to the BFSI point that you made, because you seem to be sounding very, very optimistic that that will continue leading growth. Though this segment declined quite a bit in the first calendar quarter for you. So can you just explain what happened? Yes. Are decisions getting deferred? What gives you the confidence? And also, what is your total exposure to US as a geography? And within US, the BFSI part?
So, number of questions, number of answers. First is BFSI is three different segments for us. So this is specifically banking. FS is another segment, and healthcare and insurance is another segment. All of these we actually expect to do well. We expect to lead company growth. But the specific decline was in banking. This is not as a result of new decisions being delayed. Actually, we won a number of deals. This is as a result of a number of older projects that are coming to an end. That's the nature of these programs. They are one-off builds of a digital bank and things like that. So that was expected, but we will do quite well for the remainder of the year. FS, which is the other component you referred to, already grew very well, in excess of 20% year on year, 5% quarter on quarter or so for this quarter. And that will continue.
Banking to come back as well. Just very quickly, 10 seconds left on the call. Wage hikes. TCS is delaying them or deferring them. What about you? Are you looking to give wage hikes?
Our wage hike cycle is effective July 1st. We will stick to it.
Okay, all right. You will stick to wage increases. Now, do you want to squeeze
No, I
in
just
one
want to
quick
know,
on the wage hikes?
wage hikes, any kind of guidance, quantum, anything, if you could give us. And also, if you could look at it, there was a decline in the number of people you'll have put on in the last couple of quarters. But I believe in quarter two, you're looking at upping that number, right?
So even the decline in quarter one, actually, if you peel the onion a little bit, we actually added about 100 people in IT. We reduced several hundred people in our BPO business. In quarter two, we've said we will hire between 1,800 to 2,000 people in IT. So that's the gross hiring, but that's a confidence of our future. On wage hike quantum, it's still a little early. Our cycle is effective July 1st, so we don't know that answer yet.
Got it.
Got it.
All right, we leave it there, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV 8, and good luck.